Good evening, guys. This is Scotty to Hotty, and I am joined with my favorite person in the whole world, my co-host, the girl that I love the most. It's No Wham Bam Pam.
Hi, guys. So happy to be here tonight.
Yeah, let's hear a little round of applause. Yeah. So, what we're going to talk about tonight is I'm also here with my best friend tonight, and he's in Nova Scotia, and he's my best friend, and we became friends a long time ago, and we'll talk about that story. But say hi, Corey.
Hey, what's up?
So tell everybody where you're calling in tonight from.
I'm calling in from Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Woohoo!
And you're and tell everybody what you do for a living, Corey.
I'm actually a pastor. I work for the Salvation Army, ordained back in 2002, so nearly 18, 19 years ago. So,
I'm getting
old.
Yeah, you just turned 40 yesterday, didn't you? Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Corey!
Yeah. Thank you. I just turned 40 on February 3rd. So 2 days.
Aw, you're still so young.
Do you remember that day that me and you met in the gym? And
I do.
and tell everybody, like, I'm a very charismatic guy, and everybody's drawn to me, right? And you were drawn to me, weren't you, Corey?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to get healthy at the time, and it was one of those attempts, you know. I was at my heaviest then.
Yeah, and I remember. I think that you were attracted to my stories because I was giving out a lot of stories then, wasn't I?
Well, like I went to the gym to get healthy, but I looked for any excuse, you know, just to talk to people and not work out.
So I remember when you. I remember when you
were just hanging around there with the guys and telling funny stories, and I have a pretty good sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, you know, who this guy was with the 12-inch mohawk, telling all these funny stories. And so, I quickly got in the inner circle of Scotty and a few of the other guys there at the gym.
And me and you became. I remember. You told me the one day that you were a pastor and that I should come to church, and I laughed, and you were like, "Yeah, I play the guitar and I sing, and you should come by, and it's a really good time." And that's what you said to me, and I kind of fluffed it off, and I mean, like. I ended up starting to go to church with you and helping out around the church doing events with you and stuff.
That's awesome.
Didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
But
yeah,
and
not only that, but everyone loved you at the church.
Yeah, all those old ladies wanted to give
especially
me
all the older ladies.
Hey, you got it. I mean,
yeah,
I
real gentleman.
And
what happened, Scotty?
No, but me and you became really, really close friends. We would go fishing all the time, and we would hang out, and we'd do stuff together. And one thing that you liked about me is that the fact that we got to hang out and be a regular guy. Because I mean, like, people put you on a pedestal on a daily basis, don't they, Corey?
Yeah, I would say that. And, you know, there's pretty high expectations, and you sort of have to, I guess, you know, when you're a pastor, there's a role that you have to play within the church, and people expect a lot out of you, and you're always on call 24/7.
Wow.
Yeah, well, you work, you know, back home.
Have a friend.
Go ahead.
To have a friend, you know, it meant a lot. Just someone that I could, you know, be myself and have fun and
talk about guy stuff.
Yeah, just to have a friend.
And remember the time we got tattooed together?
I do.
Oh, you're telling a true story.
Yeah.
I thought you were joking.
No, Corey's got quite a few tattoos.
No.
Oh,
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I actually love ink, and luckily I can't afford them, or I'd probably be covered.
Well, there's a lot of canvas there, Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Wah.
Yeah, you had a friend. You had a friend who was sort of like a scratcher, and did some tattoos on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember, I got one on the back of my calf.
Yeah,
And,
I really remember you shutting it down because you were crying like a little girl. Yeah, I remember I had to I was like, you're like, can you get me a Kleenex? I'm like, Corey, would you stop whining? You got to stop whining.
Yeah,
you got a man.
Actually, out of all the tattoos that I've ever had, that was the worst one.
Well, because you were laying down on my couch and your leg was shaking.
And I got these, I got these involuntary, like a horse. Like I was just kicking, and I stopped it. Like,
it's because I had my finger up your butt.
Oh my goodness! I'm getting like a visual now.
He's like kicking me like a horse. Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Yeah. Yeah.
So it's supposed to say Vincent, but the V looks more like a W. So I look like
Really?
It looks like a Winston.
Oh,
you know what? When it comes to my
tattoo,
it doesn't really matter because we all got shitty tattoos. And I mean, I did one for my mom, and I did it myself, and I did a shitty mom tattoo. So I did it myself, and I made it look as terrible as I could. But I did it for my mom for Mother's Day. And I got myself a shitty mom tattoo.
Did you do it with your left hand?
I'm left-handed, Pam.
Oh,
that's the one. If you let me touch you, I'd tell you.
My first tattoo, actually, I got it. Like my parents always told me, as long as you're under my roof, you will never have a tattoo. So, like within the first couple of weeks, I left my home.
You went and got a tattoo.
I went to the seminary, and I got my first one actually during my training to be a pastor. And I was engaged at the time to Charlene.
Well, tell everybody tell everybody it was a tramp stamp, right?
No. It's on the back of my shoulder, and it's an eagle, and it has Charlene.
You put a girl's name on it.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I know.
I was thinking about.
I was always.
Well, you knew that you with Charlene, and when you guys are a beautiful couple. And
he's still with Charlene.
Yeah, he's still.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, phew.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you get some chick's name on you, and you're married to someone else. That's what I was thinking.
No.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So I always tell my wife, if anything happens to her, I have to find a girl by the name of Darlene, so I can get the C changed to a D or something. Or
we could just black it out. You could just black it out, or we could go out there and take a blowtorch to it.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Charlene is a lot more healthier than me, and she exercises every day, so she's going to live a lot longer than me anyway. So
okay.
Yeah.
So Corey, I'm gonna lay today's topic on you, and I kind of set you up on this one, but I came to it after we talked, and this is a good topic for you. Is you have 3 daughters, don't you, Corey?
Yeah, I do.
And your oldest daughter, she just turned 13, and now she's a teenager. Isn't that correct, Corey?
That's correct.
So I want to talk about the fears that you got about. I mean, because your girls are growing up faster, and like the time's going by like no tomorrow, like it's a blink of an eye, right? And so it's very scary. So I mean, the next thing you know, she's 13. She's going to be going to high school, but she's in grade 8 this year.
Now you have me on the spot now.
Okay.
No, so she's in grade 8 now.
Yeah. So she'd be going to high school soon, right? So we know that.
Yeah.
That's a whole new category. So I mean, what are your fears about your daughters? Have you been thinking about it? Like next thing you know, like she's going to be having a boyfriend come over for supper or something.
Yeah, like I try not to think about it too much.
Do you think as all guys, as fathers, we try and not think about it?
Well, she's just getting into the age now where she has a crush.
On
this guy.
Her first crush.
So I won't say his name.
No.
But, so I'm on a good day. I'm probably 5'4", 5'5". I'm pretty short.
Yeah.
And probably as wide as I am tall. So this 13-year-old kid that she has a crush on is 6'4".
Oh, wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Have you seen him? Have you seen him?
Yeah. I haven't seen him in person, but I've seen pictures.
He's 6'4", and he's 13 too?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way.
Giant. So he's going to be a monster kid.
Oh, he is.
Well, just looking at Bryce, that crush is going to be done many times over by the time she's.
But it's pretty cute. Like she hasn't even had a conversation with him.
Oh, she hasn't. I remember those days.
No.
Yeah,
she's just taking sneaking pictures of him type thing.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Get together with her friends, and you can hear them giggling and all those kind of things. But,
I remember those days, writing it all over the binder. I love Bobby.
We're doing our best to tell our kids, no matter what, if you're alone and you're at a party or you're with your friends and you feel uncomfortable, or you have a crush on a boy, no matter what, you can always talk to Dad and tell me everything. And so I'm just hoping that they could be honest with me and share with me, and I just instill into all three of my daughters that they are absolutely beautiful and they don't need a boyfriend, to fit in with the crowd. They don't need a boyfriend just to feel pretty or good looking or popular, because they're special, just the way that God made them. And they will always be my girl, no matter what.
That's amazing. They're so blessed to.
They'll always be Daddy's little girl, no matter how big they are.
That's right.
And they're so blessed to have you.
And so far, she's pretty honest. So, pretty much every day, when I get home from work, I'll sit down and I'll say, how was your day? And they'll tell me, and do you have a crush on any boys? and first I'll say, are there any boys around you? And she'll say no. And I said, do you have a crush on a boy? And she said, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
so
I remember we used to tease her when
honest.
Yeah, well, I remember when you guys still lived in Ontario, she was losing her teeth then, and that's what guys do, is they tease little girls about losing her teeth because it's from kissing boys. That was that.
I never heard that one before.
Yeah. That when a girl loses her teeth, it's from kissing boys.
Oh.
Yeah. All three of mine, when they lost their front teeth, the two front teeth, I always stuck the nickname on them, Gumhole. always called them Gumhole.
Aww.
Yeah. But yeah, they're my girls, and all we can do, as parents, is just instill in them the importance of being honest, open communication, and that Mom and Dad is here, and we will love them unconditionally. And hopefully, if they ever get themselves into a situation where they're uncomfortable, that they'll pick up their cell phone, and call us first.
I think that needs a round of applause there, Corey.
Oh.
But I mean,
thank you.
That's again, though, you guys have a good foundation as a family, and I have a complete faith in the fact that your girls are going to grow up with everything that they need, and they're going to feel loved and stuff. But what one thing that I do find, though, is that is very important, which is a key thing to having a strong family, is that you guys sit down and have supper together every night at the supper table, don't you?
Yeah. And I wish I was a little bit better at that. I'm
because you eat everybody's food off their plate, Corey.
Yeah.
There's no seconds when you're around, eh?
Yeah.
I have
to confess, our job is very, very difficult. Charlene and I were ordained, and so we're under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, and we've worked very, very hard. And so Charlene usually picks the girls up from school.